Hello degenerates of the internet, my name is Hauser and I have no soul. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hammond Collection T-Rex and Kingdom Cyclonus. Let's start off with the dinosaur. The Hammond Collection T-Rex is based off the T-Rex from Jurassic Park and has some really nice and fine details. Out of the box when I got this guy a year ago, this guy looked amazing. It practically looked exactly like this photo and is one of my favorite figures in my collection. For a Mattel toy, it's really well painted. When I got it, I wasn't expecting it to be this detailed because of Mattel's other Jurassic World toys, but it's amazing. Easily my favorite thing about this figure is the head sculpt. It's so in-depth painted, it's amazing, the shading or the details, it's so lifelike. And she is a big figure. This is easily the biggest figure in my collection. Plus the mouth detail is so amazing, except I kind of painted it up a bit. The head sculpt, the size is amazing. The eyes, as you can see, they kind of follow you, but they're just dead. It's dead. And the eyes just stare into your soul. Plus, this figure is really solid, which makes it fun to pose. She has an opening mouth, and it's a soft ratchet. Very soft tongue and mouth, which is really nice. And the neck is made of rubber, so at the joint it can move around that much, which is a ball joint. Side to side that much. And she's another ball joint at the base of the neck, which can allow for some even more movement, side to side again. Really nice. Hinge joint at the arms. And they can move a full 360 if it wants to. Come on. There we go. Hinge joint at the elbow. Also a very nice swivel. Hinge joint at the hands. And also, it can swivel. She has a very tight ball joint at her waist, which is really nice. Be careful of paint chipping though. If you don't go full ape, it shouldn't chip that much, but I do. Beautiful spread, not that beautiful. She has a full 360 at the leg. Again, careful of paint chipping. Double bend at the knee, which is amazing, nice and tight. Don't take that out of context. Hinge joint at the ankle or whatever this is. I have no idea what part of the dinosaur this is, and it swivels. A nice swivel at the foot and a very tight hinge joint as well. Swivel and hinge joint for most of the leg. There is a ball joint at the base of the tail. Another ball joint lower down on the tail as well. And a somewhat limited bendy wire. Overall, posability is great. What I would want out of any highly articulated, highly priced figure. And she is big. Almost too big for the size comparisons. We have Hauser, Godzilla, Prime, and my previous review, YOLO Park Optimus Prime. This is exactly what I wanted for an SH Monster Art style T-Rex, but let's get Cyclonus in here because I can't wait to transform him. Cyclonus is from the Transformers Kingdom line, which is a part of the War for Cybertron TV show on Netflix. I'm not reviewing it, but this guy looks amazing. He wasn't even in the show, but I'm so happy they made this figure. And that clean back. Back lives matter. Yes, I'm a Joey clone, please don't cancel me. His eyes are so dead, so soulless. Like me. I don't have a flashlight, but he's light piping. Sorry for blinding you, this is probably the worst way to show it. And you best believe this guy's a joy to pose. He's a ball joint at the... To be honest, it's completely my fault. The clear plastic in his head broke, but I was going ape on him. It holds up over time really nice, but just be careful. But ball joint at the head, every ball joint. He can look up that far, down that far, and he has a hinge joint at the base of his neck which lets him look down and up heaps further. Up that far and down heaps more. His arm can move out that far and can go full 360. Bicep swivel, and he's a nice and tight bend at the elbow. And a concerningly tight wrist swivel. Might have to lube that up. With silicone grease degenerates, a really nice waist swivel, and a beautiful spread. He's a 90-degree kick. Same with going back. Rotation at the thigh. A disappointing bend at the knee, but if you extend it just like this, an amazing bend at the knee. He's a forward ankle tilt. No back though. And he's a really nice ankle pivot. If you move it, it can go full 90 degrees. All of the joints on this guy are smooth, tight, and satisfying. All of them are amazing, and this guy is pretty big, size comparisons. Hauser, Godzilla, and Prime. And of course, Rexy. And he looks so good next to Galvatron. All I need is Studio Series 86 Scourge, but I can never find him. Now, let's transform this guy. Dear Primus, that is probably my favorite transformation out of all my figures ever. The cleanest jet mode I've ever seen for a mainline figure. Underset carriage, like it's so clean. Like how does a just landing gear as well? It's unbelievably good. And for the price of $50. And it looks so good on a stand. If it was able to actually balance on a stand. Yet, this isn't an actual stand, but it just needs an actual peg hole, but you can get in some nice poses anyway. With Hauser, Godzilla, and Prime. And let me say, this thing really gets bigger. Like, Prime was like chunky and almost as tall as him. Now he is massive. That's it, degenerates. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to subscribe, do everything. Shattered Reality Part 2 is coming out. Thank you for the support on my stop motion tutorial. More coming soon.
Ah!